How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you? Good.
I'm all right. How have things been in the training camp and also getting that draw in the first of the friendlies?
Yeah, it's been excellent. It's been an excellent week so far. Everyone's working really well. Good team spirit. And then I think that only gets enhanced by the performance and the result the other night. So everyone's in a good place, fitness-wise as well. Everyone's looking good. So, everybody just keep pushing and keep going in the right direction.
Obviously, John's isolating. There was other players missing. Has that affected the rest of you at all?
I would try not to be, but, obviously when you miss, 5 or 6 players, then, it just has a kind of effect on the numbers of the group. But, but everyone, we know we're here together. The guys that went out on the pitch the other night, we're trying to get a result for the guys that were maybe left behind as well. So it's very much a team effort, and I think you could see that the other night. Everyone's working hard for each other, and whoever comes in is doing a good job at the minute. So we just keep going, keep pushing.
I suppose you don't want to think about it too much, but is it a concern that if it happens nearer the tournament, who you could be missing when it all kicks off?
Yeah, of course. Obviously that's always in the back of our minds as well, and I'm pretty sure it'll be in everyone's mind in terms of the competition with the rest of the countries. But we stick to the protocols as best we can, and it's served us well so far. So we just keep being vigilant, keeping our distance where possible, and like I said, we try and eliminate as much of the risk as possible, and then hopefully we get closer to the tournament. Everyone's in good health and ready to go.
Callum, you say you try to keep your distance, but how does it operate on a day-to-day basis? How do you have to keep distance all the time from your teammates?
Pretty much as best we can. I know we're kind of in a sort of sports bubble as such, but we're trying to just eliminate the risk as much as possible. Obviously during training it's contact, and everyone's been used to that. So like I say, you just try and be vigilant as best you can, try and be outside if you can, and different things like that. So it's just little kind of reminders that the guys have been great with us as well, and the players have tried to take it on board as much as possible as well.
Have you tried to include John Fleck in activities remotely?
I would try to keep in touch with him via text message. The boys are shouting up to his balcony and things like that. So it's obviously difficult for John. He's going to be in that room for a wee while, and like you say, we just try to include him, keep him there, keep speaking to him as best we can, and hopefully he can rejoin the group soonish.
Hi Callum, what did the other night's result do for confidence going into the tournament? I mean, to hold a sort of star-studded Dutch team to a draw and be minutes away from actually winning the game must have sent sort of the belief in the camp's soaring.
Yeah, of course. We're here to work. We're always here every single camp to get better as a team. We made the step off qualifying, but we don't want to stop there. We want to keep progressing, keep getting better as individuals, and then collectively as well. That's why we're here. We're here to push and try and get results like that against the so-called bigger nations. And like you said, it's brilliant for confidence. It shows the boys that we belong at that level. And as long as we keep working hard and keep pushing every day, then there's no reason why we can't get more results like that. And like I say, we just keep building.
Is it important though to sort of stay calm and keep the feet in the ground and not let sort of expectation levels start sort of running away though? I mean, people will watch that game and be so encouraged by it, but do you need to have that wee bit of sort of caution going into it, especially when it's your first tournament for so long?
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with having confidence and belief in the group, and the outside, whether it be press or supporters. Then obviously we want everyone to have that feel good factor and confidence behind the team. But like you said, it's been such a long time since we qualified. We've made that first step. We've enjoyed it, and we're enjoying working at this level. So it's our job as players and as a group with managers and coaches that we always try and improve and keep getting better. So results like that are only going to help. But like you say, we just keep our feet in the ground. We keep taking it one game at a time. And like I say, we just try and improve every day.
I could just ask one about Celtic as well, Callum. There's some quotes today from Chris Ayer saying that he expects to leave the club this summer. That must be a disappointment for you, just as you look to sort of rebuild ahead of next season.
And he's not here to talk about Celtic, mate. Let's keep it on Scotland.
No worries.
Callum, that game against the Netherlands the other night, that was your 60th appearance for club and country this season.
Would you want a rest now on Sunday, or you want to keep going?
No, I'm happy to play. I feel good. I've had a lot of good training in the sun as well, and fitness levels feel good. So, I kind of had that mini sort of 10-day break after the season finished. So, I'm here to represent my country. I'm here to train hard every day and be available. If the manager selects me, then I'm ready to go, and I've always been that way.
And just on that note, I guess it's the last chance for everyone to say to the manager, pick me for the first game against the Czechs. So how do you balance that when, there's a chance for any player at any time to get an injury, but you still go at it 100%?
Yeah, absolutely. I think with injuries, they can happen at any time, any training session, any game. So you try not to worry about that as players. You just go out there, you obviously protect yourself, but you have to give 100%. Because if you don't give 100%, then there's no point in you being out there. So I think the players are pretty much in the same mindset as myself, where you go for it for whatever time you're on the pitch. You give 100% for the team, and then if you blow up or whatever, then there's another player ready to come in and help the team. So we have to be a little bit kind of cautious of that, but at the same time we have to push 100% to get better and help the team.
I think the manager said before this trip to Spain that he sees Scott McTominay playing in midfield come the Euros. You see Scott being a good pairing then, given the chance?
Yeah, I think there's loads of good players. Scott's done excellent as well. And manager, he'll pick the team. He'll pick what he thinks is the best team for each of the 3 games. And I think it's important to realise that it's a squad game. Everybody that gets picked, throughout the 3 games, 4 games, including Sunday, that we're all here for the benefit of the Scotland national team. And whenever we're selected to play, then we'll give our all for the country, and hopefully we get some positive results along the way.
Callum, just a quick one before you wrap up. I wonder about the expectation on you. Sometimes some of the bigger nations, England, have had it when there's so much weight on the expectation of the shoulders of very good players. It weighs them down. But you guys seemed really upbeat in midweek. Are you feeling sort of the weight of a nation pushing you on as you begin to start the tournament?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a real positive energy behind the team. Like you said, the first time for a long time that we've qualified. So people are quite rightly so, really backing the team, getting behind them, and you can feel that positive energy and football momentum and positivity can carry you a long way. So, like I said, us as players, we're here to work hard, do everything we can to help the team. And then along with that sort of positive energy and positivity, then, who knows what can happen. But we go into the games one at a time and take them from there.
You had a lot of COVID disruption with Celtic earlier in the season, especially after the Dubai trip. Is it still strange to have to deal with it, or have you got used to it now and it's just part of the landscape?
Yeah, I think you just learn to deal with it as you go. But I think the situation is always very fluid. It can change from week to week in terms of the government rules and guidelines. So you just have to try and be aware of that as best you can. And then when you come here, like I said, first and foremost, your job is to play football and help the team. And then, within that, there's obviously these different protocols that you have to follow as best you can. And like I said, everyone's doing their best, and some things might happen. It's life. It's never perfect, but I think as long as you can try and contain it as much as possible and still have a positive environment, and like I said, we're here to do our job, which we'll try and do to the best of our ability.
You're a week into camp. Has anybody gone stir crazy yet?
No, everyone's good. Everyone's feeling good. I think we're enjoying a bit of nice weather as well, and getting some hard training in. So, like I said, we're here to play football. We're here to work, and everyone seems to be in a good frame of mind as well. And like I say, we just look forward to the next game.
Luxembourg's obviously a completely different prospect to the Dutch, Callum. What do you think specifically can be gained by the players in facing Luxembourg?
I think just another step in the right direction for us in terms of fitness-wise, with the system the manager wants to use, getting different players game time. And like I say, everything's geared towards these 3 games in the group stage. So at some point or another, everyone will be needed. So, you really need to tune into what the manager's asking you to do, what's the best thing for the team. And then, we take it from there. So it's another step, like you say, maybe no as glamorous as a kind of Holland game or the top level of players, but we're here to play and prepare for these 3 big games, so it's another step in my development as well.
The manager had mentioned that the loss of Ryan Jack and Kenny McLean meant that he might need to slightly tweak the way he had been playing. Was there changes there in the Netherlands game that affected you specifically? Was your role any different?
I think maybe with the kind of Scott missing, then I had maybe to play slightly central, more deeper. I know we'd been playing with kind of 2 and 1 in there. I think we kind of changed to 1 and 2 the other night. So it was just probably personnel with maybe John getting left behind as well with the COVID stuff. So it was maybe 1 or 2 changes, but we've obviously got another game to build up to that, and then we've got the three group stage games. So I'm pretty sure by that point the manager will have us well drilled in the system that he wants us to play.
It's easy for you to keep completely focused on national business when things are so sort of up in the air domestically.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm here to represent Scotland. It's a big summer for Scotland, and my full focus is here. When we get back to club level, then we'll see where the landscape lies at that point. But I'm here to represent Scotland, and that's my full focus at the minute.
Hey folks,
Cal, could we just ask about David Tumble? Obviously, you've played along with him all season. How did you think he did in his debut?
Yeah, I thought he was great. I thought he equipped himself really well. Big step up in level, and I thought he was excellent. So, another positive for David, another step in his development as well. So I'm delighted that he got his first cap.
Wonderful. Right, thanks everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, thank you.
Thanks, Callum. Good luck. Thanks, Ross.